Coach Rostratter, thank you for taking time with us at Off the Block, and congratulations on your brand new head coaching gig at Vanguard University. First, what are your emotions right now?
I mean, it's a lot of just pure joy. I'm so happy and so blessed with this opportunity, and it's really been overwhelming, the support that just the volleyball community has really given me in this over this time, and it's been just amazing, and it's awesome to know you got people pulling for you, and there's a lot of people who care about me, and they care about men's volleyball in Southern California. So it's just a blessing.
Can you tell us a little bit about the reaction that you received today from friends and family once they found out the news of your hire?
Yeah, my friends and family knew. They kind of were a little bit ahead of this, so I was able to kind of front load it when I actually saw my parents in person and was able to tell them in person that I was taking it, and they were just super proud of me and so happy. And I joke with people all the time that my parents are still a little bit mind blowing that I can make a career off coaching volleyball, and but they're also happy and excited for me.
Can you tell us a little bit more about how this all went down in terms of the application process and who you sought advice from in terms of taking this position?
Yeah, it all started in the office when the whole staff was in the office. We were debriefing after a day, and David actually saw it, and he mentioned it. And I have a lot of ties to the area, and he mentioned that, oh, Brad, you should apply. It'd be perfect for you. That kind of started the wheels and got them turning. And then I reached out to the Dorns, who are the head indoor coach and the head beach coach at Vanguard, and kind of started with an email to them, reaching out to them, and just kind of, seeking a little guidance from them. Then from there, it all kind of just happened super quickly, and it's been a whirlwind of decision-making and talking with people I know and respect, which has been people from high school coaches across the nation to club coaches and club directors across the nation. And it's just been overwhelming in their support and their guidance, and lots of really good feedback and information as I was going through this decision-making process and leaving an amazing opportunity. And it's been such a blessing to be at Pepperdine. And the toughest part was definitely leaving the guys and telling the team that I would not be finishing the season out with them after we put in so much time together. But it was important that I told the entire team and was able to tell them all in person beforehand and kind of front load that for them.
Can you tell us your thought process about why you decided to leave right now versus waiting for the season to finish?
Yeah, the main reason is I need to get a team, and I need to build a team, and I need to build a program, and there's a lot that goes into that. And after talking with people I trust, I wanted to stick around and finish the year out. And specifically, Marv and David and Alex and Kevin all really guided me to the decision that I have to leave and I have to go start building a program and building a team. And right when I was starting to see that happen, I understood exactly what they were talking about. And I was very glad I took their advice to where I can get a head start and really start building Vanguard volleyball right now.
So, like Coach Hunt can sell his next assistant on the fact that in his 2 years he's got his two assistants better jobs, and that could be something that his next assistant can look into in the future.
Yeah, I don't know, with Rooney and then Andy and then myself, we all went down to Orange County, so I guess technically Marv's next in line to come to Orange County, which I don't think he'll be moving anytime soon. But yeah, with having Marv up there, it was such a blessing to know that he could step in there, and it's special for him and David and Kevin and Chip to get this opportunity for Marv to come back on the sideline, and that ultimately made it a little bit easier for me to make this decision. And I almost felt at times David was forcing me out once he knew Marv was in the mix to come back on the sideline. But it's been just overwhelmingly supportive from the Pepperdine crew, and yeah, David has been beyond supportive in helping me get to this point.
How do you think Marv is going to do as an assistant coach? You know, it's been a while since you've been an assistant.
Yeah, I mean, I think potentially David goes down to assistant coach emeritus, and Marv takes over the reins. We had all types of jokes about David is demoting himself to bring in the head coach emeritus, and ultimately their relationship is so strong, and not much will change in the gym, and they'll be right back at it, and they won't skip a beat. You know, Marv's been around the guys, he's been around the team, he's been watching video with us, so he knows what we need to get better at, and he's already on it, planning and getting the guys on the track to get better.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who's the better coach, Marv or Dave?
That's a great question, and I think David would retroactively get really angry at me if I didn't answer Marv. Marv has helped myself a ton and David a ton, and just Pepperdine volleyball and volleyball in general. And Marv's impact has been so great. That's a no-brainer. David's well on his way, but Marv's Marv.
Of course. Talking about former coaches, you have you're talking about David and I'm talking about Marv, but also you were a graduate assistant at Concordia under Sean Patchell. So and you talked about club coaches and high school coaches. What is the best advice that you got from a former coach?
Ooh, I got lots of great advice from people, but one person I really reached out to was Trevor Johnson, who was integral in bringing me into Concordia and being a part of that first-year program. And part of his advice was Vanguard volleyball won't have anything to compare itself to. And that was really exciting for me because it means every day Vanguard is just competing against Vanguard and what Vanguard was yesterday. So every single day right now we're getting better in terms of getting people and informing people that Vanguard volleyball is an option in Southern California for men's college volleyball. And that's awesome. And we get to build that and build off that each and every day. And as the team gets in the gym and the team starts to form, we're going to be able to be a little bit better than we were the day before. We have no past season to compare ourselves to. So just the idea of being able to keep improving and keep building the program and getting a little bit better each and every day is something as a coach that sounds like a pretty ideal situation.
You've played at Concordia, which was an NAIA school, and now is obviously a Division I NCAA school, NCAA school.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you've coached at ASU, at Pepperdine. So what is the biggest difference that you're going to encounter between Division I men's volleyball and NAIA men's volleyball?
Yeah, the biggest difference was the season. Throughout Division I, it's pretty consistent. You're playing tough opponents, tough matches, and then being in NAIA, you're kind of at the mercy of everyone else's schedule. So if a school wants to play you on a certain week, it doesn't matter who you're playing that Thursday, Saturday, you might have to schedule a triple header. Or if you need to go to the Midwest to play some of the top teams in the NAIA, then you're going to have to play 4 matches in a weekend. And there'll be some double headers, and there'll be some real tough stretches that are comparable to kind of what Pepperdine just did with 8 tough matches in 16 days. So the scheduling will just be a little bit different, and kind of maintaining and keeping the team fresh and eager and hungry and improving in those tough stretches will take some navigating.
Well, obviously, you're starting the program from scratch, so probably one of the first questions everybody's going to ask you is, how are you going to go about filling out the rest of your staff?
Oh, yeah. So the staff, for me, it's so exciting because with being in Costa Mesa, it's a volleyball hotbed, not just for talent, but for talented coaches. So I'm really looking forward to almost building a Vanguard volleyball community with the coaching staff. And, not everyone's going to be in the gym every single day, but trying to get people to commit to coming, once a week, coming every Monday or every Monday and Wednesday, getting guys that I know and respect in the volleyball world and have a great relationship with to come in the gym, whether that be some different high school coaches, some Pepperdine alums have talked about they want to get in the gym and help me out. Sean Rooney wants to come around from Huntington. He wants to come down and help me out and help me out whenever I can. And Weston Barnes, and lots of guys that I played with, played against, and just know from the small community we have with men's volleyball in Southern California are eager to help in any way possible. And so I want to bring them all in and learn from their experiences and really give Vanguard Volleyball and the guys in the program the opportunity to connect with these really special individuals that are really important to me, and they'll just give them more opportunities to connect with the volleyball community, and we'll kind of be able to form a makeshift alumni base based on all the support we're going to be getting from everyone around us.
That sounds really awesome. And so next question, of course, with building out a new team from scratch is you're going to have to find players. And obviously in Orange County, it's a hotbed, like you said, and you're going to find a lot of talent at the local high schools and the local junior colleges. So how will you go about recruiting? Are you going to use the similar philosophy that you employed at Pepperdine?
Yeah, my recruiting philosophy is it's going to be, I want to really get to know the kids. I want to understand the kids. And ultimately, it's going to come down to, hey, if I have this great relationship with a recruit, no matter where they end up going, whether it's Vanguard or somewhere else, I'm going to be happy for them because they're going to know it's the best place for them. The more I get to know them, the more I get connected with them, it really allows me to understand why they went somewhere else or why they're coming to Vanguard. And then once they get to Vanguard, it just allows our relationship to grow and blossom. And I've gotten to see that with David and Marv and their relationships that they build through the recruiting process. And then once they get to Pepperdine, it's they've known these players for 3 to 4 years, and the relationship is so strong that they know what makes each player tick, and they know how to get through to them and communicate with them. And the relationship and the bond is so much stronger as you go through that recruiting process when it's focused on building that relationship.
I have a few more questions for you. Vanguard is a school that many people outside of Southern California, and even some in Southern California, don't really know about. Can you tell us a little bit more about Vanguard?
Yeah, Vanguard is a Christian-based university. We're based in Costa Mesa, California, which for out of the Southern California area, that's about 15 minutes from Anaheim, ASC and Anaheim Convention Center. And then it's also less than 15 minutes from CDM, less than 15 minutes from Newport Beach, and less than 15 minutes from Huntington Beach. So it's very accessible to the beaches and the area around there. And the university itself, it's been so awesome being around campus, and everyone's so genuine and just some really great people who truly care about helping men's volleyball on campus and helping me, and people really they pour into the conversations. They give as much in that moment to you and reach out to you and connect with you. So it's been really special getting to know the people around campus, and I kind of went around and met a lot of faces and don't necessarily remember all those names quite yet, but I look forward to going and getting coffee with them and learning more and more about the people around campus, because that seems to be what makes Vanguard such an awesome place, and it's really what has drawn me in to the university. It's just genuine, good people who want to help college students, and that's
awesome.
That's ultimately my goal.
Awesome. You're in the or Vanguard is in the Golden State Athletic Conference. You have the inter-county rival in Hope International up in Fullerton.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the conference, especially as it relates to men's volleyball?
Yeah, we have Hope. It's a little bit mixed up for men's volleyball, similar to how the MPSF is for Division I. It's not necessarily a true conference like the GSAC is for the rest of Vanguard, but it involves Hope International, and then up north in Northern California, there's Menlo College and UC Merced, and then in Arizona, there's Ottawa University in Arizona and a Benedictine University as well. So that's kind of the conference. So there'll be a couple trips, up to Northern California, out to Arizona, probably get some tri-matches set up, and as we go up there, trying to schedule other schools in those areas like Grand Canyon or UC Santa Cruz, and it should be an exciting adventure as I get more and more acclimated to the conference. And I remember the Hope Concordia rivalry when Concordia was NAIA, and there were some heated contests, and Hope plays some good volleyball. So I'm excited to get ahead to Fullerton and get to have them come down to Costa Mesa.
And your final question for you, we're going to wrap this up with what are your expectations for the first season? You start in the 2020 season, correct?
Yeah, we're starting this fall. So I have a few expectations, and they're very controllable. The first one is I expect us to have a team full of guys who love volleyball and are super passionate about volleyball. And that's ultimately why I'm coaching volleyball, is because I love it, and I'm passionate about it, and I'm passionate about helping the game and helping these young student athletes. So I want to bring in guys who love the game and love volleyball and are passionate about it. And I hope after we finish practice, they go to class, and then after they go to class, they're playing beach on the beach courts. And when I walk out of the offices, I see the guys down there playing beach, and there's guys who are just going to be immersed in volleyball. And with that, I have the expectation of them immersing themselves in the Vanguard community. And we're in a really cool position that I got to experience firsthand when I went to Concordia, is you have this great opportunity to immerse yourself in the university and make an impact within the university, by going out and supporting the other sports teams, by going out and volunteering our time in the community, and really creating an impact and showing this volleyball team that there's a lot more than just volleyball. And we can have large impacts in our area just by being great, outstanding individuals who are going about their day and doing things the right way, whether it's holding the door open for someone or clearing dishes at the cafeteria. There's so many small acts that can really have a huge impact. So I look forward to helping and showing the guys the way and how to have that impact around campus. And ultimately, the greatest part about this is we have men's volleyball in Southern California. And I know the administration at Vanguard has been very integral in bringing this in, and it's such an awesome opportunity that it's a once-in-a-decade opportunity. It happened about 10 years ago at Concordia, and now it's happening again. So it's just quite a blessing that I get to be in this opportunity both of these times. and I can't wait to take on this challenge and really get to build something that men's volleyball and just the volleyball community will be proud of how these guys act on and off the court.
Well, we thank you for your time. We wish you nothing but the best in setting up and establishing this men's volleyball program at Vanguard, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to have you guys out for the inaugural home match.
Sounds like a plan.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jonathan.
Thank you.